So I just want to go through the agenda for this week. Um, right off the bat, first off, we're not going to have any Zoom meetings this week. Um, for our class specifically, we don't actually conduct class via Zoom. It's more of a check-in to clear up any questions or anything like that, go over some of the assignments. So therefore, I'm going to try to go to like an every other week for Zooms or as need be. But that's why I put out a video like this. So a couple things on the agenda for this week in particular. There are three things to pay attention to. Two of them are going to be due this week. One of them is going to be due the following week. Right off the bat, you do have the attendance question that you need to answer by Friday at noon. That stays the same. That's going to be the same every single week. It's my way of checking in that you've actually checked on Google Classroom. So Friday at noon, please answer the attendance question. You do have one assignment that's going to be due this Friday. It's going to be this one titled Washington State's New Deal. If you look at the document, it's going to be 5 steps. The first one is going to be to follow this link here. It's going to take you to an article put out by the University of Washington regarding Public Works Rebuilding Washington. Go ahead and read through that article. Take some notes as it says in the directions. Step 3, you'll have to kind of continue with that article onto a new page. Talk about the Grand Coulee Dam. Same thing as before. Go ahead and take notes on it. And then after you've read through those 2 articles, go ahead and answer the 5 reflection questions that's going to talk about kind of the New Deal programs active in Washington State, as well as some of the bigger picture regarding the Grand Coulee Dam, which is one of the bigger New Deal projects in the state itself. So that is the first assignment. Again, that's going to be due Friday at midnight, so April 24th at midnight. The other assignment, which won't be due till Friday, May 1st at midnight, is going to be this local New Deal research project. It's going to be our final kind of activity to wrap up the New Deal. So if you notice in the document, which you'll have access to on Monday, so you have 2 weeks to get it done, there are going to be 3 maps that you need to pay attention to. There's a Public Works projects map, there's a WPA projects map, and there is a CCC camps map. So you have to go through each of these, and as it says in step 2 for each of those maps, in step 1 you need to research what the project camp was, what date the project camp was started / formed, what were the objectives of the camp or project, how many people the project or camp employed at the time, who are some notable local figures involved in that project or camp, what impact the project or camp had both back then and now, and if it's still around today. Just for the WPA, Public Works projects only, the CCC was disbanded, so just pay attention to that for that bullet point. For each of those steps outlined there in step 2, you need to compile all that research into Google Doc or Google Slides. You need to have 2 projects or camps per each of those maps, so there should be 6 total: 2 of the Public Works projects from map 1, 2 of the WPA projects from map 2, and 2 of the CCC camps from map 3. All the maps kind of look like this, so you should be able to just click on one. It'll give you a little bit of details, but that's when you're going to have to continue your research outside of the map onto Google by looking it up further. So that's where you'll go from there. And then step 4, you'll answer that final reflection question in a detailed paragraph, 5 to 7 sentences down here, which is, after researching the local deal projects and camps, what project or camp do you feel had the biggest impact in here in Washington State and why? So that's the last thing you'll do. Again, that's due on May 1st at midnight, so you have 2 weeks to get that done. Outside of that, I mean, if you have any questions, please let me know. I'm available via email, but outside of that, you guys should have everything you need for the next week. Again, this is going to be the final week we work on the New Deal. Next week, we're going to get into World War II, but nevertheless, you still have that local New Deal research project that's going to be due Friday, May 1st. It will overlap with some new World War II stuff. So that's all I got for you guys. Again, if you have any questions, please let me know. But outside of that, I hope everybody's staying safe and enjoy some sunshine. Get outside for a little bit. All right, see you guys.